I'll be doing my July favorites. I feel like the starting was a little bit awkward. Hi guys, so today I'll be doing my July favorites, so without further ado, let's begin. So my first favorite is a foundation and it is Revlon's Colorstay. I have been using this throughout the entire month because I have been getting some spots and like acne and pimple and stuff. So I needed a foundation with a higher coverage because if you watch my previous vlogs, I guess, you'll know that I have been using the cushion foundation which has a light coverage. So I needed a higher coverage foundation to conceal the spots and stuff. So I opted for the Revlon Colorstay because I knew that this foundation has a very high coverage and it has a very long lasting power. So I went back to this one. I think I mentioned it like last year in one of my favorites video. Currently I'm using the shade 150 Buff, which is probably lighter than my skin. So I don't really use a lot of this. A little goes a long way. Just a little bit can like cover the spots and stuff. So I just use like a little layer of this and it works very well. So I really have been liking it, and application is very easy. I just dab it all around my face and then I use a buffing brush, stippling brush to like buff it around, and that's it. My next favorite is a fragrance and it is Victoria's Secret Eau de Toilette, and this one I have stick to it throughout the entire month. I love it. I got this as like a gift, like incentive or whatever you want to call it. And I'm not sure if it's like available here. I don't think it is available anymore. Like I think they either discontinued it or they just stopped selling it. I don't know. But I never see it in stores. But anyway, it is the Simply Breathless Eau de Toilette. I have no idea what are the ingredients, but basically it is more of a fruity smell, and it smells very fresh and fruity. So I think it's very like summery. I don't know, but I have been loving this. It just smells so fresh. I use it like every time I go to school or something. It just helps to freshen up myself up. A little bit sweet. I totally don't know what is like the ingredients, but if I find out, I'll probably like put the ingredients here. But yeah, this just smells really fruity and fresh to me, so that's why I really like about this. My next favorite, I mentioned it last year in one of my favorites video as well, but I have been going back to it a lot. This month, probably like last month as well, but I didn't thought of mentioning it. But I've been really using it a lot, and when I can't find it, I get kind of anxious, so I think I really love it. It is the Soap & Glory Sexy Mother Pucker Gloss Stick. I think it's called Gloss Stick because basically everything has been rubbed off. I have this since like last year December, so last year December. Basically this one is in the shade Nudist. It is a gloss stick. It's just a lip gloss with like color, but it's very easy to apply and it's not sticky like a lip gloss. It's not thick like a lip gloss. It's very smooth and it's very nice, and I got the Nudist shade. It's kind of like a nude color, which is very nice because some nude color really looks nude, like they just strip the redness off your lips, like they make you look pale and stuff. But this one's more of a like the really nude, like looks like you didn't put anything on your lips, and so that's why I like it. My lips is really weird. It kind of goes like out of color or something, like I don't know, like it just loses the red color in it, like the natural red color. So whenever that happens, I just look really pale and sick. So this is my savior, and so I've been using this. My next favorite is a scrub. I ran out of my previous scrub ages ago. I think I included it in my empties video, the previous empties video. I can't even remember when was that. But I was using the Soap & Glory scrub, and now I switched to Innisfree scrub because it was really cheap and I needed a scrub, so I just thought why not. And I heard a lot of great reviews about their Jeju Volcanic Pore range, so I just decided to get the scrub first to try out. I also got the mask, but I only used it once, so I like it, but I don't think I am ready to call it like my favorite yet, so I'm just gonna leave that aside. But I've been really loving this one. It is a very gentle scrub compared to the Soap and Glory one that I've been using, and the other like weird scrubs that I have been trying to incorporate into my routine. This is just a more gentle scrub, but you can still feel like the seeds or whatever you call it inside. I actually use this very often. It says I think you're supposed to use it like 1 to 2 times a week, but sometimes I use it like even more because I'm running out of facial foam, and so I just use this. It's very foamy. Like some scrubs, they don't foam up, they're just like the little beads and stuff, but this one really foams very well, and a little bit really foams quite a lot. So I like that a lot, especially when I use it so often in a week. I don't want to over scrub my face. So what is amazing about this is that whenever I use scrub, my face tends to feel very dry because like you just scrubbed your skin. But this one doesn't make it feel that way. Like it doesn't like tightens my skin and stuff, and it just feels very nice and soft and smooth, and so I've been loving it, and I love the smell of it as well. It just smells so natural. So yeah. My last favorite, I should have mentioned this like a couple of months ago, but I kept forgetting to mention it because it's not a physical thing. So it is a sitcom, and I finished the series I think like 2 months ago, so I should have mentioned it way before now, but I kept forgetting it. So it is How I Met Your Mother sitcom. Generally I prefer watching sitcoms to dramas because in sitcoms there are a lot of episodes, and in every episode kind of focus on a different thing. Like there's a different story every time compared to a drama where basically it just goes around like the same story. So generally I prefer watching sitcoms. So my boyfriend got me into watching How I Met Your Mother, and I was hooked, and I watch it like nearly every day. I wouldn't say every day, but nearly every day, like before and after work. And I think I finished it like within 3 months. It's not very fast, but I think there's like 9 seasons, so I finished it up like in like 3 months or 4 months or so. So yeah, I really like the show. I think it's very realistic. There's a lot of things that you can learn from the show, and it's very funny, and it just helps me kill a lot of my free time, and I love it. I hate that it ended. I wish there were more. If you haven't watched it, the show is basically about a guy called Pat who is the narrator, and he tells his children the story of how he met their mother. And yeah, it was quite a long story since it dragged to 9 seasons, but it's very interesting. It's basically about Ted and his group of friends, and it's just a very nice comedy show that it's very relatable to like general life, I guess. So yeah, so that's all for my July favorites, and I'll see you guys in my next vlog. Bye!